Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly property tips from Burke and Smythe. I'm Mark Madden. Joining us today, the lovely Natalie Graham, our Business Development Manager for Property Management. Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
Today, obviously a week back, we talked about the increasing investors we have coming into the sales market. So fittingly, we have Natalie here today to talk about all things property management as well. First on the radar, most popular rental price ranges. What do we think?
Sure. At the moment, we're seeing sort of around that 380 to 500 mark. So anywhere between that range, quite a broad range, I know. But with prices recently been increasing, we are sort of getting a lot of popularity around that sort of mid to 400s as well.
Yeah, and obviously we're seeing that as well from the sales. 300 to probably 550 is crazy, and then we're still even getting 650 and $700,000 properties from investor inquiry as well, which is fantastic. Vacancy rate and I guess the number available are also a big thing. How's Tamworth's vacancy rate and our vacancy rate?
Yeah, sure. So the Tamworth vacancy rate at the moment is 0.3%. Burke and Smythe's is 0.16%. So definitely a shortage of properties. A number of tenants looking for homes that we're trying to find properties for that we just, as I said, have that shortage for.
Yeah. And I think at the moment, would we say two properties available?
2 available rental properties.
At the time we're recording this. So obviously that chops and changes as we sell more investment properties, they come in. Obviously if you are looking, by all means there'll be information at the end of this video below that we'll provide, and you'll be able to contact the ladies and discuss that. Obviously with sales, there's been an increase in prices fairly broadly from all price brackets. Has that been seen obviously the rental as well?
Yeah, definitely. So from units to properties on acreage, there's been an increase across the board.
Yeah, beautiful. So if I was getting 300 a week, that's what now, 320, 330?
Possibly more.
Yeah, cool. Obviously location based.
Of course.
Beautiful. Okay, so obviously we've seen on Facebook a lot, we're getting a lot of people saying they can't find a property. I guess more information obviously makes an applicant more, preferable as well, depending on their situation. How does someone apply, or how does someone prepare themselves to come in and get a rental property best? Yes.
Sure. So the process is we take applications prior to inspection. So fill in your application, make sure you have all documentation that's required of you ready and included with your application. We then get you to get you approved for the property and take you through the property. If you don't like the property or if you're not successful, we can use your same application for multiple different properties.
Yeah, perfect. And that can be done email?
Absolutely.
Yeah, perfect. Again, I'll put information below the actual video so you can jump into that fairly quickly. Next step, changes. So COVID, well, hopefully we're on the back of that. Before we couldn't do routines, so a lot of inspections were really hard. That's obviously changed.
It has. So that landed on the 11th of November. So we can now do routine inspections as normal, up to 4 per year. We can, the moratorium for evictions has ended as well. So tenants must pay their rent as normal. Everything is back to as it was pre-COVID. Yeah,
perfect. So obviously, if you've got any questions, feel free to contact the property managers here, including Natalie. Obviously she's a wealth of knowledge, that's why we got her on today. Thanks for joining us, Nat.
Of course, thank you.
Thanks for joining us again. If you're watching on the newsletter and you do not want to watch any more, feel free to unsubscribe down the bottom. If you're watching on YouTube and you do like these little property tips that we do, hit that little alert button and you'll get an alert once obviously we post a new video. Thanks again for watching. Remember, I will post some contact details so you can get in touch with Natalie and the property management girls. Thanks again. We'll see you next week for another weekly tip.